Hello Daryl, we've got the transmission out of your '01 R2500. This is what it looks like when it's all apart. I'll go over some things with you that we found inside the transmission, and Eric or Amanda will contact you with the different cost estimates. So we'll start with the pan. You can see the magnet has some material on it. It should have very little, and when we see this pile of stuff here, you can see how there's a whole bunch of material that's jammed in there that shouldn't be there, of course. And then the stuff that's on top of the magnet, none of that metal really should be there. Should be a little bit from normal wear, but that's pretty excessive. So when we look inside the transmission, this set of clutches is the overdrive direct clutch. You can see what the lining looks like. It's shiny, and the friction surface is a uniform color. The overdrive clutch, same situation, no slippage there. You can see what the steel looks like and what the friction looks like. No slippage there. Do have a little bit of slippage on the rear clutch, which is the forward, comes on for all the forward gears. So this lining is discolored. It's a lot darker than this part here. You can see how the lining itself looks quite dark. The steel plate has also been overheated, and you can see some leopard spotting. It may be hard for the camera to pick up on that. Our front clutch, which comes on for third gear and reverse, it's also suffered some slippage. You can see the blackening here, the steel plate itself. This one looks okay. Some of them I think are a little leopard spotted, but you can see the slippage there. When we look at the bands, the low reverse band, which comes on for first gear, hold back and reverse, is damaged badly. So this surface here, you can see the color should be this brown color here, and it's not. I mean, it's been slipping quite badly. The material here is all but gone out of that surface. That band wraps around this drum, and this area here has been damaged quite badly from the material coming off the band. The one for second gear, this is the band that comes on for second gear, and the problem is that the band is just worn out. This lining here, the material has gotten so thin that the band wraps around this drum, and so it got so thin that there's actually a piece that fell out that actually applies that band. So the band itself, now we have material that's a much better wearing material. It's a dark green Rebestus makes. It's called a Pro Series band, and it's a much better band. So this band is going to be responsible for the no second gear. When we look inside the overdrive section, the camera may not be able to pick it up, but you should see these lines that go across like this. That's the bearings are failing. So these lines that you can see going like that, that's going to be the reason for that bearing. This bearing has the same situation on the race. This one's going to be harder for the camera to pick it up, but they go like this, and there's 4 or 5 of them in this section here that are actually easy to see. So I think the camera will pick up on that. The sun gear for the overdrive section, camera will probably not pick it up, but where my finger is here, there's actually some fairly deep pitting, and on a recondition we would recommend replacing this. That pitting is going to get worse and worse, and we don't want to have a piece fracture off. If we look at the valve body, somebody has worked on it. We see looks like a superior shift kit's probably been installed. We have a different manual valve here, but one issue with it is this piece here, this support or this retainer is broken away, and this valve is sticking out. It shouldn't actually be sticking out. So this is a boost valve, and that valve should be stuck in. So that's probably going to be a good reason why our band for low reverse is so burnt up. Probably some of the other slippage in there, but it's not going to explain the wear on the band, because that's not actually burnt, that's worn off. But that's something that obviously we're going to have to address as well. So as I said, Eric or Amanda will contact you with some cost estimates, but now you know what the inside of your transmission looks like. Thanks.